Hi, so today I'm going to take you through a practice to help invite a little bit more comfort with just being. So in the crazy busyness of our day to day, it is so easy to feel that constant go, go, go within us from the inside out. And so this practice today is going to be about inspiring you to just settle into stillness and beingness with yourself so that you can tune in more acutely to your truth and your intuition. So let's begin, just taking a few moments here to breathe. So if you're feeling like you could use a little bit more grounding energy, then bring your hands to face down on your thighs. If you'd like a little bit more openness, a little bit more open energy to come inward, then let your hands face up on your thighs. Close your eyes and just take a couple deep breaths. As you come to breathe, just notice what's here. Just notice what's sitting alive, what's awake in this moment in time. And not sitting in judgment of any of it, just being an observer. Notice if it's easy for you to sit in stillness or if your body just wants to start moving right away. And just deepen your breath in whatever answer comes to be at this moment. And then I invite you to come to an intention that would serve you best today. Serve you best here for this practice. Just coming to an intention that begins with the words I am, or I invite, or I will, whatever format feels most appropriate for you today. And then just complete the sentence with a word or two that suits you best. Repeating that 3 times. Beautiful. Okay, so from here, let's come into tabletop. So we're going to let our wrists come beneath the shoulders. Going to invite our knees to come beneath our hips, and we're going to inhale and open up through the front body, and exhale, round it out, opening the back body. Inhale, open the front. Exhale, open the back. So this is just awakening the spine and letting any stagnant energy to release and go. Inhale. And exhale, just letting your breath flow easy. So I actually just switched it up there for you for one moment. So really just let your spine move and decide whether the inhale wants to be as your front body stretches, or whether the inhale wants to be as your back body opens. Play around with it and just see which version of that feels better for you. The point is here just to allow your body just to move and start to connect in as it releases and peels away all those things that are no longer serving you. Beautiful. Now come to a neutral spine. We're going to flip the toes under so that the toes stay curled under. We're going to bring the knees together, big toes stay touching, and the hips are going to come back towards the heels. The hands are going to reach forward as though you're in downward dog. The forehead's going to soften down though as though you're in child's pose. So active arms here. So the arms are lifted. The shoulders soften away from the ears and down the back. So you're inviting the toes and the feet to get a stretch here. This will help to start to open up through the low back as well in a bit of a different way. The shoulders are going to feel a sense of opening here as you soften the chest down towards the floor. With the forehead touching the ground, you're going to feel a sense of calm come into the mind and the body. Just let your breath stay flowing. Let your jaw stay relaxed. Nice. And then from here, we're going to switch this into a downward dog. So opening the feet a little bit wider, lifting the knees off the ground. Our hips are going to lift up and away. The jaw is going to be soft. The head relaxes. Just soften it a bit from side to side here. Really lifting the hips up away from the hands. This pose is about lengthening the spine. It may feel nice to press into one heel and then the other, just spending a little extra attention to open up one leg and then the other leg. And then from here, we're going to inhale and let the shoulders come over the wrists, coming into plank pose. As a modification for this, if this doesn't feel right for your body, you can just gently let the knees soften down. But if you're coming to that modification, or if you're in the standard plank pose, we're not letting the bum stick up into the air. We're just one long straight line here, like a plank of wood. Belly pulls into spine, heart lifts forward. Inner thighs reach up to the sky. Really connecting to your body strength and heat here. Beautiful. And then lifting the hips up and back, coming back into downward dog. And then from here, letting the right foot step all the way forward to the hands. If the foot doesn't get there on its own, just simply take the right hand and pull that foot forward. Take a moment to let the back leg stay lifted as the heart lifts forward. So this will feel like a bit of a stretch, again, through the left toes. We store lots of tension on the feet, so it's good to open that up every once in a while. And then we're going to soften that left knee down onto the ground. We're going to bring our hands onto this front thigh. So notice here that my hips are staying forward and down. Watch the tendency to be here, resting on the back knee. We want to stay forward and down. The heart stays lifted. And then from here, if it feels good, play with lifting the arms up. Clasp the thumbs. And imagine you're trying to tear the thumbs away from one another, but the thumbs are strong enough to hold here. This will help open up through the shoulders a little bit. Relax through the jaw. Just stay with the breath. Body just breathes. Embracing moment to moment as we just unravel and release layers of tension. The common places where tension can store in the body. Shoulders and hips are common spaces. Nice. And then from here, let the hands soften down. And we're just going to invite the left leg now to lift up off the ground. And we're going to let this right hand stay on the ground, fingertips on the ground. And the right hand's going to be on the outer side of the mat. And then we're going to lift and reach, lifting the left fingertips up. So if you're feeling like you need more steadiness here, let your gaze stay down. And if you feel steady already, you may play with lifting the gaze up beyond those left fingertips. Stay breathing. Relax across the shoulders and the chest. Think about lifting and opening the heart up to the sky, wherever your gaze may be. Beautiful. And then coming to step back into that lunge. Take an inhale here and exhale. Step back into that plank, feeling the strong body here. And then if you wish, coming into a bit of a vinyasa here, or the other option is to come into down dog. If you want to come into a vinyasa, then bend the elbows back towards the feet as you exhale lower. And inhale your version of cobra. So that may just be here, not resting really much weight into the hands, or you may press into the hands and lift up further, but notice Elbows are slightly bent and shoulders are away from the ears. Flip the toes, lift the hips up and back into down dog. Take a couple breaths here. Just tuning in, noticing the body, noticing the breath. And then from here, letting the left foot step forward to the hands. Left doesn't get all the way there. Taking this left hand and pulling it the rest of the way forward. Right toes are curled under. Heart lifts forward, stretching through that back leg. Body breathing. Jaw relaxed. And then from here, gently letting that right knee soften down. Remember here we leave the pelvis coming forward and down as we bring the hands onto this front thigh. So not leaning back into that right knee, just letting the weight stay forward in that front leg. And then from here, once again, we'll lift the arms up, clasp the thumbs, shoulders soften down. Relax through the jaw. Belly's active. The belly stays active. The ribs, lower ribs are lifting towards the hips so that you don't thrust the rib cage up. You want to stay active in the belly to keep nice and strong for the internal organs. Nice. And then let's let the hands come down. This left hand's going to stay on the left side of your mat as you lift that right leg up, coming to half moon pose on the other side. So right fingertips reach up to the sky, gaze down if you need to feel a bit more steady, or gaze up beyond those right fingertips if you're feeling nice and balanced here today. Wherever you are, breathing, and really think of lifting that heart to extend up beyond those right fingertips. Really active through that back leg. The breath stays fluid. Beautiful. And then from here, let that hand down and set back into your lunge pose once again. Inhale here. Exhale back into that plank. Connect to breathing in and out. Nice strong body. And again, your choice, vinyasa or downward dog. Exhale, choosing which one you'd like to come to. If you're in a vinyasa, lower down. Inhale your version of cobra. And exhale, back and up into down dog. Beautiful. From here, let's soften the knees down to the ground. Big toes connect, come into child's pose. Arms lift forward. Elbows can soften down as the forehead connects down to the earth. Nice deep breaths here. Jaws relaxed. And then one final thing before we come into final rest. So from here, we're going to just drop the chin down towards the chest. And we're going to sweep the right ear towards the right shoulder. Exhale down. Left ear to left shoulder. Exhale down. And coming to the right as you inhale. Exhale down. Watch the tongue and the jaw. Just let it remain relaxed. Inhale to the left. Exhale down. Inhale right. Exhale down. Inhale left. Exhale down. Inhale to the right last time. Exhale down. Inhale left. Exhale down. Inhale, head up. And now coming to soften into final rest. So come to find a comfortable place to lie down for this most important part of our practice. So watch the tendency that you may have to want to skip out on this part of the practice. This really is where the nervous system and the body can really deepen into integrating the benefits that you've brought by way of the practice. So allow yourself these few moments of stillness. And as a way to intro into this final resting place, come back to your intention once again 3 times. Body moves gently with the inhale and exhale, just meaning the belly rises and falls. And with each exhale, the body softens a little more deeply to the support of the earth. Just like the ocean waves, just this natural, gentle movement in and out. Just noticing sometimes it's easy to settle into this still space. And other times the mind distracts you from this place. So I just invite you to just connect in and just give full permission to be okay with whatever your experience is. Just watch. Just easily melt into, or just be in permission of acceptance with whatever may be. Now, acknowledging if your body is comfortable here and wants to linger a little bit longer, please invite it to do so. But if it's time for you to move on now with your day, just coming over to the right side, so letting the right arm lift overhead and softening over onto the right side. And then coming to push yourself up to a seated position. Sitting cross-legged for a moment, invite the hands to connect in front of the heart. So when we do this with our hands, we invite the energy of our body and mind to connect to the energy of the heart center, the energy of love and compassion, understanding, holistic thinking. So just come to connect to that space within you, those qualities within you. Just breathe in awareness. Thank yourself for taking this time for you today, for taking this time to connect more to beingness and let go of some doing. Thank you for your trust, and I wish you a most beautiful and magical day. Namaste.